Hello and welcome back to Bossman, the series where we go for all of the collection logs from all of the bosses in the game. As you may or may not have noticed, we are so close to that 5k sub milestone, and it would mean a lot if we were able to reach that on this video, as I think my Bossman videos are some of my best and most time-consuming ones to create. But with that out of the way, let's get into the clips. Starting off, we are at Virago, and we happen to pick up a nice little trio wand. It's not a big split, but it's always nice to see and help others with their collection logs.
25 ends, 20 mil, 470k, not bad.
It's time to go back to ED2. Hopefully we can finish off our log this episode. I'm going to be putting in like at least 50 to 60 solos here, so it'll take a little bit of RNG, but let's at least get one codex this episode.
So there we are. We have our level 20 Augmented Tectonic Elite. Part of the reason why I came out to Elite Dungeon 2 is I knew this was a place I would gain a lot of experience, because while we're at like Virago, Solak, and the other bosses I mage, I don't really gain that much experience on the armor, so this is a good way to finish off the like final 50 to 100k we had. That means that all our abilities that have a proc rate now proc 10% more. That's multiplicative, so something like Relentless, which is a 5% chance, now goes to a 5.5% chance. We got Celestial Hand Wraps, and I didn't even notice. So I recently completed a Lamp and Flora guide, and associated with doing that, I did 10 hours of Lamp and Floors, and I got the Dinosaur Tooth, which allowed me to build the Slayer Lodge. So we can now add our Slayer Helmet to the stand here. And if you see, we have the Mighty Slayer Helm stored on the stand, which means we are going to get the Mighty Slayer Helm buffs without having to wear a helmet. So now on the continuation of the rest of our Elite Dungeon 2 runs, we're going to be able to use our Elite Tectonic Helm to just get a little more extra damage. First kill codex. No. Holy crap! Look at that Draconic Energy. 109. Not even doubled. You've got to be kidding me. This guy gets barged the second before I kill the boss. We got the pet. I can't believe that happened. That's huge. Let's go. 315 Veracolith, and we didn't get a drop. So as I was live streaming, I really didn't have an opportunity to do a little bit of a talk after getting the Blackstone Dragon Pet. So I thought I would take the opportunity now that the stream was over to go over that. So we ended up getting it on our 76th kill, so our 37th solo. So we were pretty lucky. I did 2 solos afterwards, and on the collection log, it's not showing up yet because you have to activate this by talking to Siriu, which can be done in either Elite Dungeon 1 or Elite Dungeon 3. I think I'm going to try to get an ED3 trio team together to just rush through to the final boss, and let me use that on Siriu. But that means that we are going to be ending this collection log on Greater Barge, which means when I eventually get it, and I will eventually get it even if it takes me a couple hundred kills, that I am going to be giving away the barge. That's going to be pretty crazy, because that's going to be about 200 mil given away to one lucky of you. In terms of our Elite Dungeon chest, we're up to 318 mil now. So in the time it took me to get the pet, I got about 240 mil. And that was about 35 solos, because I had 4 or 5 on there before, which was like 18 hours. We're looking at 15 mil per hour without getting any sort of codex splits. And if we take the average drop rate, we're probably up to like 20-25 mil per hour, which is more than great for a boss like ED2. I'm also having a lot of fun with it. I've knocked my time down from 38 minutes to a run, even while interacting with chat, down to 28 minutes. So that's a full like 10-minute save, which is great. So now that we finished our Siriu run, we can go over to Siriu and inspect and talk to him, and he turns it into a humming Blackstone crystal, and then we can inspect it. And if we go into the pet interface here, we can now summon our Blackstone Dragon Pet. And there we go. Ooh, doubled energy. Thank you for the 38. I was really hoping for the sub 3, but this is looking like it's going to be a PR that's just above 3 minutes. Yeah, 303. 37 energy. Didn't double though, but that was very nice. Booyah, another Vizzy to add to the collection. Ooh, new PR and 15 energy. Thank you for the reward. I think probably near my limit with the current gear setup I have. Maybe like, I think 515 to 510 if I hit well. 107 energy. Damn, if only that doubled. So if all 3 drops got doubled, that is a 20% chance times a 20% chance times a 20% chance. So that's a 1 in 125 chance. That's rarer than a codex right there. Give me my codex. Oh, treasure under key. Ah! We got our 1,000 energy. I thought that was it. Not gonna lie. So we are now at 1,021 energy. So basically 400 mil has been gained because it was about 70 mil when this started. Oh my god.
Wait, what the fuck? What the? Leech? No. Oh my.
This is the best kind of personal. I don't have to split it with anyone.
After taking a nice break from ED2 to get some Solak done, I lost a little bit of motivation for solo ED2. I'd gone about 55 solos without seeing any of the codexes, and while that isn't super dry at only 1.5 times the drop rate, I really wanted to see one, and I decided to duo instead to improve my chances. This is very, very rough math, but in a solo I can get 25-minute runs, which in a 2-hour period is 4.8 runs. That gives you 14.4 out of 100 for getting a codex drop. Now if I were to duo, I would be getting 15-minute runs with my partners, meaning that there is 8 in the same 2-hour period, which is a total of 24 personal drops, but the drop rate is worse in duo at 1 in 176, so it would be 24 in 176, which when you normalize back to the solo drop rate would be 13.6 out of 100. That means it's slightly less chance to complete the log or see a personal codex in each 2-hour session, but at the same time it's almost double the rate of seeing a codex and getting a split in general, as there are 2 people in a duo. And I was getting pretty desperate, so I went for it. I got 32 energy in a duo? The fuck? So I was just duoing here with Omega, and I had my broadcast messages turned off for some reason. I think it was something along the lines of like I was trying to click on my PM tab earlier and I clicked right under. So I didn't have broadcast messages on. Yeah, he got the pet, so that's insane. We both have the pet now. He'll have to go through ED3 to get that activated to talk to Seryu. But big grats and thanks for the carry. Well, it's the first time we've gotten a beam at Elite Dungeons, but god damn it, that's not the right broadcast we wanted. I got another Glaven wingtip. So we just got our 3rd Glaven wingtip, which has to be rarer than a codex. So it's time to take a break from Elite Dungeons 2. Need some more relaxing PVM until we get that codex drop. But I'm going to do about like 40 barrows chest, get up to 1250, see if we can get something pretty cool. So we got our first item, a nice little Daruk's Great Axe. It's our 5th one. So we got a Guthan's item, but it's the wrong Guthan's item. But a spear is always nice. There we go, barrows is worth it. Accuracy keeps hitting us, so I'm going to have to just bank the same very quickly. And let's teleport out of here. So that is our 1250th Caleb arrows. We picked up an extra Varrock Scale to add to the collection. Not too bad. I believe we got 6 items if you include the Amulet of the Forsaken. And I believe they're about 30 mil right now. Should be nearing GE price. Yeah. Let's see how many shards we're going to be adding to the loot tab. Oh, 37.1 mil. That is very, very nice in terms of loot. Our Barrows collection log is looking pretty nice now. Stacking up a lot of each item, especially these Forsakens, which are up to 14. Still missing the Derek legs and the Linza shield. Oh my god, it finally happened. So I finally got a codex. I don't know whether, is it on the ground here? Okay, it's not on the ground here. So I'm going to teleport and then look in the chest. So let's see if it's doubled. It did not double, but it's in the chest. Yeah, we're at 708 mil. Let's finish out this run.
Unfortunately, we didn't get the back-to-back with Barge, but 54 Hydrix Bolt Tips and 7 Draconic Energy is more than fine. But I've been waiting for this drop for quite a while, and that's why this boss man took so long, as I haven't got a Codex yet, despite the 1300 energies. So this is going to be the end of this episode of Boss Man. Next episode is probably going to consist of me finishing off ED2. I don't want to show it too much. And then we're going to move on to some other bosses. Have a good day, and I'll catch you in the next one.